We're not getting anywhere. What should we do?
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Elder Tlapo! Oh, we must have disturbed your meditation. Our deepest apologies. Please forgive us.
Did Elder Tlapo just issue a declaration?
From what I can tell, in a single word, the message was... friend?
Is Elder Tlapo telling us to treat Granny Citlali as a friend?
That's not possible, is it?
Oh, you forget yourselves, my friends. You are esteemed priests of our tribe. Where are your manners?
But Chief!
I didn't expect to see you here, great shaman. My sincere apologies for the lack of hospitality.
Well, I wasn't exactly planning to come to this crowded place. So you can save the pleasantries, Chief. I'd rather get this over with.
Understood. Now, as successors of Citlali, I understand your friction with Granny Citlali. However, Elder Tlapo's declarations of all... So,
Good thing Elder Tlapo and Chief Biram are on our side. Hi there, Elder Tlapo! Hey, he seems pretty happy to see us.
He's the one who put you in charge of the scroll, right?
Yeah, Elder Tlapo appointed us to the task.
Elder Tlapo, huh? He's still Claw to me. Hey, don't pull that cutesy stuff with me. You're an Iktomi Elder now. You occupy an eminent and important position within the tribe.
So, you already know each other?
Claw was only this big when we first met. He was with Celine's Saurian companion back then. She kept dragging him to my place, so over time, we got to know each other. She only came to my place to fight me. But at the same time, she always claimed to be my friend. She was the only one who dared to try, at least.
Well, you've lived a long time. You've probably made a bunch of friends over the years, right?
The more time you have, the more friends you lose.
Oh,
Anyway, let's get back to business. I hate talking about the past. Oh, 200 years and you still haven't given up, Claw? I still haven't made up my mind, so you should head back. Traveler, Paimon, let's go.
hey there, Chief Biram. Oh, wait. We haven't reached out since the last time we failed the task, huh?
I'm just grateful you haven't forgotten that duty.
Actually, we have good news! We found another clue!
I'm all ears.
It's the Battle of Seven Colors.
Huitzilin's claim to fame? That sounds promising. But the battle took place
True, but Granny Easterly promised to help.
Is that so? Huh. I've tried seeking her help in the past, but I never managed to coax her out. You should cherish this opportunity.
Hey, don't complain! None of the previous chiefs succeeded either.
Forgive me. That wasn't my intention. It was a comment on my own failings.
Paimon said you've been trying to figure out how to weave the special scroll.
It is my duty, great shaman.
Why bother? The scrolls always end up completed on time. So what's the point of figuring it out for yourself?
If I may, this task concerns the history of Natlan as a whole. And in many ways, history is the memory of a people. Memory is sacred to our tribe. I'm sure a great shaman understands that better than a humble junior like myself. Something this important cannot be left to baseless rumors. I know you don't concern yourself with the daily affairs of the tribe, Grant.
I get your point. Of course, the one time I wish you could read my mind, it doesn't work. No, that's not it!
Huh?
It's not important. Rest assured, Baram, with my help, the Traveler and Paimon will definitely be able to complete the task.
You have my thanks, then.
So are you here to test whether we're qualified to inherit?
You've already been tested, haven't you? Well, frankly speaking, but that's not why I'm here.
Fine.
You've heard of the Battle of Seven Colors.
Of course. It's our master's claim.
Then I'm sure you know there are those who question whether it actually occurred.
I did hear people arguing about that the other day.
It's disgraceful. How can they question something like that?
It doesn't surprise me. Natlan has had more tourism lately. A lot of people have started getting strange ideas after interacting with Outlanders. After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to the ley lines. Without witnesses, it's hard to refute detractors.
Well, it just so happens the questions I want to ask are directly related to the legitimacy of this battle.
Listen, we know you were rivals, but do you really have to question her legacy?
You think she's like you? Someone who can't survive a little scrutiny?
No, of course not.
Then let me finish. During the battle, Huitziling most likely used a technique powerful enough to turn the tides of war. I'm sure she was very proud of it. Proud enough to pass it on to her disciples. So, which one of you inherited that technique?
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
Listen, I'm not trying to take it for myself, so be honest. With or without it, I can wipe the floor with any of you.
Yeah, no objections there. But I'm telling the truth. None of us have ever heard of that technique.
What's wrong with her? Why would she let it go extinct?
Master's body of work is massive. No one student could hope to learn all her techniques. Mastering just a few already takes a lot of effort. Master had no choice but to recruit many students, split up what she knew into different portions, and pass it down through various individuals. So even though we see ourselves as representatives of Citlali's school of shamanism, what we know isn't the sum of her legacy. Actually, I know of a shaman family that inherited some of Master's techniques. The family fell on hard times and lost the right to the priesthood. Still could be worth a shot.
But if they inherited Citlali's secret technique, shouldn't the family be thriving?
Well, it's the only thing I can think of.
All right, give me their address.
I'll mark it out on your map.
To be honest, I'm not optimistic about the future of this investigation. That's because the request came from you. You don't know the power of your own words, do you?
Proving the legitimacy of this battle seems more hopeless by the second.
Nothing we can do about that.
Well, even if our investigation ultimately proves the legend to be false, that's still a worthwhile result. Although I'm here for business purposes, I have a
That's exactly why
Listen, I'm just updating you on the situation, not asking for your opinion. I don't really care whether you continue your investigation. Traveler, you came to me for help with your scroll week. You thought looking into the Battle of... Instead of wasting time, you might consider taking a different approach?
Respected traveler, let's not forget
What makes you say that?
Yeah,
You...
she claimed to be your friend, but picked fights with you non-stop, and never told you about her biggest accomplishment. By figuring out the truth behind the battle, maybe...
Closure? I'd say we're 200 years too late. But
that's wonderful.
Alright, let's go visit the shaman family!
Once you put pen to paper, there's no turning back.
Hello, are you Aishaman?
Yep, that's me. Huh? Granny Citlali!
get up! In a crowded market like this, the only person who should be trying to hide is me.
My apologies. Ever since my grandfather's generation, the shamans of my family have given up on passing your trial, Granny Citlali. Have we offended you in some other capacity?
Man, this is generational trauma at this point!
Whenever I misbehaved as a kid, Grandpa would tell me about the thrashing he received from Granny Citlali. I still get nightmares about it sometimes.
Hey, don't get any funny ideas. This was your idea, remember? Keep asking your questions. I'm going to find somewhere quiet to wait.
Okay, so your family studied under Citlali, right?
Yes, although that pretty much ended the techniques my family learned. Turns out, shaman technique, of course, It's possible that we were just too foolish to understand the true power of those teachings. After all, Citlali was a genius. None of...
Do you know which techniques were passed on to your...
I'm not sure.
Just think about it for a sec. Do you remember anything about a technique that can decide the outcome of a...
Decide the outcome of a battle? No, I don't remember anything like that. Besides, my family wasn't really known for our talent. If a technique like that exists, I doubt Citlali would pass it on to us. You might have better luck asking one of the priests.
Well, looks like we're back where we started.
Still no definitive evidence the Battle of Seven Colors took place. Alir.
All we have are non-witness accounts. We could put together an interview, but that's not going to hold up in academic circles.
Then we have to keep going.
Oh, you're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Yeah, you know about it?
Not a lot, but there's something special about my family. In addition to shaman techniques, Citlali's stories were passed down to us as well. Say what you want about my ancestors' dedication to shamanism, but they definitely paid attention to those stories. And of course, the Battle of Seven Colors is the most exciting story of them all.
We don't need another story. We need something concrete. Does no one in your tribe understand that?
I'm not sure if this is helpful, but the story passed down in my family is a little different from the one told in the tribe.
Really?
Well, it's Citlali's personal account of the event, so it's a lot more detailed. For example, in the version I heard, the battle took place in a location known as Chico Mostuk Cave.
That means you can tell us where to find it. Have you?
Unfortunately, no.
I studied maps of Natlan before we left, Monsieur Montluçon. I don't remember ever seeing such a name.
Could your ancestors be mistaken?
It's unlikely. My family may have let the shamanism side of things fall by the wayside, but we're serious about these stories. In the words of my grandfather, some things deserve to be passed down more than secret arts.
If Citlali's version of events differs so much from the general understanding, that makes it even more likely the battle is completely made up.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Oh, hold on. You mentioned the Chico Mostuk cave?
Oh, yes? Can I clear something up for you?
It's been more than 200 years. Huh. I never thought I'd hear that name again.
What do you mean?
That location is now known as the Valley of Fog. The Chico Mostuk cave is what it was called 200 years ago.
Precisely when Citlali was alive. That means, Monsieur Montluçon, we can confirm the original site of the battle. Once we get there, the evidence we need should be at our fingertips.
Just when we thought all hope was lost. I never doubted you, great shaman. Allow me to present you with a gift as thanks.
Save it. Flattery won't get you anywhere with me.
Wait, Mr. Montluçon works in publishing. You're a huge fan of light novels, right, Citlali? Maybe he could get you some that are out of print.
Really?
Out of print, huh? Sure. Do you have any in mind?
Well, if we're talking collectibles, then the first edition of Shogun Almighty, reborn as Raiden with unlimited power, is a must. It's the first major hit of the isekai genre. Several editions have gone to print, but copies of the first edition are exceedingly rare and...
I see.
There's also its sister work, Pretty Please Kitsune Kuchi. It was Yae Publishing House. It's opened the door to a new genre after readers grew tired of isekais. The sales speak for themselves. Actually, Yai Publishing House released a limited edition not too long ago. But it's almost impossible to get. Anyway, I'll take those two.
Sorry, I'm not sure I caught all that. What were the titles again? Reborn as...
These two titles are among the most successful and well-known works in the entire industry. You're telling me, as someone who works in publishing, you've never heard of them?
I'm a merchant from Fontaine, after all. Regarding this particular genre from Inazuma, I'm afraid I lack your level of expertise. Of course! Sounds like a perfect arrangement. Now, there's no time to waste. We should head—
Once we get there, it'll take a bit more work to determine the actual location. Right now, all we have is a general idea.
Well, I'm sure Miss Citlali can help us with that.
Have you even looked at the time? It's already evening, and I have important plans tonight. You expect me to work through the night?
Well, what do you think, Traveler? Okay, we'll find a place to rest for the night. When should we meet tomorrow?
He's persistent, huh?
How about noon?
Do we have to wait that long?
Great shamans have important matters to attend to in the morning. That's only because I have important tasks to complete at night.
All right, as Miss Citlali instructed. Let's meet back up tomorrow at noon. We'll be waiting at the exit of the tribal settlement.
Sorry. I just wanted to ask, is Granny Eatsley satisfied with my answer?
Yeah, of course. You really helped us out.
Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't offend her somehow.
You're really that scared of her?
To be honest, Granny Eatsley almost never interacts with ordinary tribespeople like us. Everything we know, she's a powerful shaman who's lived for over 200 years. As a great hero,
Well, thanks for today, Citlali.
That's quite considerate of you. All right, let's grab a few drinks. Just like last time.
Wait, didn't you say you had important plans tonight?
What did you think I meant?
Does that mean you've gone drinking every night for the past 200...
No, I've had enough socializing for one day. I know somewhere quiet. We can just buy some drinks and head over. Which will also give us a chance to solve the mind reading issue. Considering the necessary spell work, I'd rather do it in private.
Is this the place?
No, further up.
Further up? Whoa, this is like a secret base.
Sometimes Let's see if my stash is still here. Ah, great! The halberd crest birds didn't eat my snacks. for the mind reading issue. Give me your hand. It might take a little longer, actually. And that should do it, right? You're not wrong. Hold on. Why do I still hear you in my head? Oh, did I not separate our senses completely? Maybe using my palm isn't enough? Close your eyes. Oh, please work, please work. A great shaman should be able to handle this. Okay, what about now? Huh? And now? Huh. That was just to help with the spell. Ah, shoot. I still hear you. For a human soul, to lose the boundaries of the mind is to drown in the sea of
Wait, that sounds bad.
I read that in a light novel. When it comes to the real world, I think it's pretty accurate.
Is Citlali drunk? She's not making much sense.
Anyway, we'll just have to leave it for now.
Hearing the Traveler's thoughts isn't that bad, right? You should just tease her. That's what Paimon would do.
It's just... I'm not good at this. I'm not used to being close to people. Sorry, I said we could be friends, but I guess I'm not ready. I'm used to being Granny Eatsley. Someone intimidating, someone people are scared to approach.
Yeah, Paimon's been wondering. Why do you insist on living so far away? You could easily become a leader of your tribe, someone everyone loves and respects.
When you live as long as me, a person is like a flower. The color draws you in. You water it to see it bloom. It rewards you with its fragrance. But it doesn't last. With the passing of the seasons, everything withers away. You can try to water it, but it will never bloom again. Even if the same plot of soil is covered in flowers the following year, the one you remember won't be there. That's just how it is. Most of the people in my life will be gone one day, just like a flower. Getting close means losing friend after friend for hundreds of years, until the weight of their memories crushes my soul. If people don't care about me, then I don't have to care about them. It's better if the people in my memories are nothing more than fleeting strangers.
Citlali?
Really? Then you should understand. Nearly everyone you know will be gone one day. Traveler?
Is something wrong?
Stupid mind-reading side effect won't go away.
Okay, she's definitely drunk. Citlali! Maybe take it easy? At this rate.
I'm not drunk. Just gotta think of a...
Uh-oh, not this again.
I'm fine.
Is she talking in her sleep or talking to us? She seems kind of out of it.
Bye. Gonna walk back alone.
Alright. This should be the place we decided to meet yesterday. Who knows if Citlali will show up on time? She drank so much last night, she might not even be up yet.
Ahem.
Citlali!
No need to sound so surprised. Drinking is just a way to pass the time. I mastered the art of... Last night doesn't count. It was a minor slip-up, that's all. Anyway, the Battle of Seven Colors holds the key to a lot of the answers I've been searching for.
So that's why you're here so early.
Traveler, Great Shaman, sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we head out?
Just follow me. I'll confirm the location myself.
Of course.
This should be it.
So the battlefield is inside this place.
That could explain a lot of our academic questions.
Don't lose focus. Once we get to the actual...
Everyone ready?
That potted plant on the porch has died again? I was watering it every day. Ugh, don't tell me I overdid it this time.
So the Abyss invaded through a cave like this?
When the Abyss first began to corrode the ley...
All the items here should be useful for our research.
You're not to touch a single one without my knowledge.
I don't support invasive excavation techniques either.
Ah, of course. I'll defer to the experts on this matter. Well, shall we continue?
There are weapons here from every tribe in Natlan. The battle must have encompassed the entire nation.
Sounds like we're getting closer to what the legend describes. But all we can really say is that a battle took place here. There's still no evidence of any colors or some elaborate maze.
Wow, you're really invested in the Battle of Seven Colors.
Well, it's... Grudok, send some of your men to search the area. We might miss something all grouped together like this. I'd like to cover all our bases.
All the bases. You got it.
Don't jump to conclusions. Of course this isn't the site of the actual battle. We have to keep going.
This wall is in our way!
I might have an idea. Traveler, try removing that sphere.
Whoa, we passed straight through! What was that?
It's very close to the technique Citlali might have used.
That's it? Doesn't quite compare to the scale described in the legend.
Still, what a terrific archaeological find!
Enough chit-chat. We should keep going. The deeper we go, the more we'll find. Return to the sky! If we step here, we might fall through.
You mean there are traps in here?
Remember how we were able to pass through the wall just now? It must have been because, on our person, we were carrying the same color as the wall. Let's put the sphere down and see what happens.
Whoa, you're right. We can keep going now. Wait, what was that? What is this place?
Look! A maze made of colors.
It's real. I can't believe it.
Hold on. The quality of this space. This isn't reality. It's a realm of memory.
Huh?
No. This is a space constructed using memories as a medium. The principle is similar, but the two are not the same.
Correct?
Wheat ceiling?
What?
No. It's just a trace of her consciousness left behind after creating this space.
Friends, this is my question to you. What is our strongest weapon against the Abyss? In my opinion, it's memory. After all, is it not after losing the capacity for memory, love, and compassion that our enemies fell to the Abyss? That is why, with our memories, we possess a power the Abyss cannot hope to match. I have discovered the perfect medium for us to wield that weapon. You know it. The more cherished the memory, the more vivid its color. As memories disappear, their color fades first. That is why color is the best vehicle to wield the power of memory. Guided by vibrant colors, your capacity for memory is what will allow you to navigate this maze. Without that capacity, enemies will fail to cross the barrier in front of them and be trapped here for eternity. So, be brave, my friends, and march forward!
Any ideas, Citlali?
Sounds like she left a tutorial. Not surprising. She always did have to handhold her talentless students. Follow me. Fulfill our pact!
Here too?
Abyss creatures. Likely trapped here for some time. Looks like a few monsters made it out of the battle all those years ago. Motion to compel! Must be one of the mechanics of the maze. I'm guessing the purpose is to help allies navigate this place.
Oh no! More monsters?
Ah, shoot. They're blocking the way forward. Let's get rid of them. Get to work!
Motion to compel!
The showmanship's not bad, I'll give her that. Rise like smoke! Rise like smoke!
Is this a bridge made of colors?
Don't sound so surprised. We just need to cross and we should reach the end.
We're out! Looks like we made it through the maze.
Hold on. This is...
Whoa, so pretty! The thing inside the sphere looks exactly like the maze!
It's like a miniature...
That color.
The dye was modified using a secret technique to harness the power of memories and create mazes like the one we just witnessed. Without that power, it's just a normal dye. I would say this is the most direct evidence that the Battle of Seven Colors...
The expert has spoken!
Perhaps I could take a closer look? It's an important piece of physical evidence, after all.
No, you may not.
What are you doing?
Ah, you noticed my signal. Not bad, Traveler. We make a good team.
Huh. So, you've been watching me.
A self-proclaimed book merchant who's never heard of Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power? Please, I knew you were fishy, but I didn't expect you to pull something like this.
Monsieur Montluçon, we just need a few pictures for our research, not the artifact itself. What if it gets damaged or destroyed?
Shut it! I couldn't care less about preserving this piece of trash. I would destroy it right now if I could.
But then there would be no evidence to prove the battle took place!
What if that was my goal all along?
What?
Huh. Pretending to be a book merchant? Pretending to promote the history of Natlan and its heroes was the only way to get information out of the people in this tribe! But make no mistake, I'm no lowly merchant. I am the future owner of the largest printing company in all of Teyvat! But the dime that's...
We've received a report that your advertisement in the paper makes false claims. Fontaine Law demands it be taken down immediately.
False claims? The dye I advertised is an unprecedented innovation. It produces colors of unmatched radiance.
Unfortunately, its qualities are neither even more miraculous. That substance dates back hundreds of years.
How? Creating this dye is the culmination of my entire life's work! You're telling me I'm hundreds of years too late?
Calm down, sir!
Sorry, it's just... I know this product... Fontaine's publishing industry is one of the best in the world! All we need to do is publish something in the paper, and we don't need to worry about more reports. Fontaine is far more advanced than Natlin. No one will believe such an innovative product could come from a place like that. What if I give you a portion of the profits?
You're trying to bribe...
Oh. I knew if I was just a... But now? Huh.
Even when the...
Ha! Truth is in the eye of the beholder. All I have to... Once my report is accepted as fact, no one can accuse me of making false claims.
That's awful. What?
Ah, you mean a hero of Natlin who's not actually from a practice?
Shows what you...
Oh, since you...
Ah, I knew from the beginning that you would with the backing of the printing industry, I can take... And in my...
That's not...
That's a no...
Done running your mouth?
If this comes to a fight, per my contract, you're gonna have to go through me.
That's right.
Wait, aren't you supposed...
The captain. United...
Regrader!
This man...
It's all been a lie from the very...
I don't care.
Pay your dues.
Fulfill our pact! Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh!
The tire's beckon. Settle down. No excuse for slacking my work. Well-met can't run from debt.
That's what you get for messing with the hero of Natlan and Granny Eatsley. They could give Regrader a run for his Mora.
When did this person get so strong? Looks like the men following the captain failed to update us on the latest intelligence. Not good. This is becoming more trouble than it's worth. You're on your own!
Hey, what about our contract? Your boss signed it himself!
Our boss never signs a contract without loopholes. Even a veteran businessman like yourself fell into his trap. That's what makes him the best! Go home and read the fine print. All I did was trigger the exculpatory clause.
You...
The other stipulations have been fulfilled. I set up explosives around the cave, strong enough to destroy this place, as instructed. Oh, and for security purposes, all explosives have been rigged to blow at a specific time. Shouldn't be too long now.
What? This whole place is gonna collapse?
You were supposed to wait until I made it out.
That depends on how fast you can run. I'm off.
You think you can just waltz out of here? Traveler, stop them, and then we'll make a...
If I'm caught, I implicate my boss. Time for the backup plan.
Wait, don't!
Where are we? Back in the maze? Our surroundings look good point. Let's see. Citlali! Oh, looks like it's not gonna be that easy. What should we do? The special color? The one you saw... You're right.
He triggered it just like that? If the technique isn't activated correctly...
Instead of a realm of memory, the subjects in question... If you cannot escape...
I knew it! someone of you.
I appreciate the compliment.
This is no time for a reunion. The cave outside is about to collapse. Can you?
You misunderstand, Citlali.
What do you mean? This space can be. You just need to tell me.
The maze you saw earlier was when people leave deep. These connections are that is how I created. But if this space is a combination because there are no connections at your disposal.
Over 200 years. And not.
Well, at the very least, you have a.
That's only because you never gave me a moment's peace. Still, it's a shame you're not.
Citlali.
But now that I have the chance, your special technique, you didn't pass it on to your students. You passed it on to the rival you could never beat. Me.
So you figured it out.
After what I saw in the maze and everything you just told me, but you never brought up the fact that you used. I'm getting the feeling you always meant.
Citlali. That color is the core of. More specifically, you could call it the color of memories. In truth, passing on the technique is a process of using that color to tint another person's memories. Yes, the technique has the power to decide victory. But in my opinion, the capacity to. You are fated to live a far longer life than. So I wanted to leave a little color behind.
Your color.
One day, you too will want to leave behind you.
I have to get out of here. That's the...
Citlali, what are you...
I understand the true principle of this technique now. If I can't construct an exit, then I will...
But you could lose a portion of your memories that way.
I know, but my memory is just a blank canvas I've neglected for two... Traveler?
When you entered the realm of memory I constructed, I used your... After 200 years, the Night Kingdom harbors Natlan's memory. This means that even without your...
What did you...
Although she doesn't know how to wield, that was enough to go... Well, Citlali.
Traveler? Traveler!
That's Citlali's voice!
This is goodbye, my friend. Your memories over the past 200 years are much more than a blank canvas.
Wheat ceiling.
Citlali!
Paimon! Traveler! Hold my hand.
Did we teleport out? Man, that place was so... Ooh! We made it out just in time! Wonder what happened to the Fatui.
He was most likely trapped inside that space. The external structures supporting that space would have...
He still preferred that to being caught, huh? They were standing a bit further away, right? They probably...
Hello?
It's one of Maluson's employees! Quick!
Oh, I can explain. I had no idea Maluson was such a terrible person. I couldn't stop him from running, so I stayed behind. I'm so glad you managed to get out of there.
Either way, the guards will take you back to the tribe. You'll be their problem.
I understand.
Anyway, I'm not...
He went that way, but I'm not sure if you can catch up.
That way? Unless he suddenly grows a pair of wings, I think we're okay. Traveler, Paimon, come with.
Hey, it's Elder Tlapo and a group of Victomisaurs! They caught...
Something felt off about him yesterday.
My bank balance. No! No!
What's wrong with him?
That's one of the tricks Claw uses to scare people. He makes people hallucinate the thing that it's particularly effective.
Serves him!
I know, it was a lot to ask.
Was that a declaration?
Forget about him for now. The Ectomisaurs will make sure Montluçon doesn't escape before—
Right! The special scroll!
Don't worry, Huitzilin's technique hasn't been lost— Oh, and Traveler? Everything— I knew you'd want to taggle. Now, when it comes to weaving the scroll itself, you don't actually need to lift a finger. But if we're going to pass on Huitzilin's technique, your participation is critical.
What are you saying, Citlali?
Follow me.
Whoa, look at this place. Do you weave scrolls too?
Scrolls. Scrolls? I thought you were going to show me your masterpiece.
That I am, old friend. The technique I'm about to show you.
Fine. What is it? Something that can turn the— You probably want to challenge me, right? I know you don't have the strength for a real fight, so I'll let you beat me with words.
Old friend, my life is nearing its end. I'm afraid I don't have time for another match.
Hey.
Don't worry. I trust in the belief of our tribe that death is not the end, but the beginning of a new existence in the Night Kingdom, where everything is made of memories. So, Do you know why our ancestors insisted on using colorful, woven scrolls to record our history? Because history is the memory of a people. We give our scrolls an orange hue, so the dead can still feel the warmth of the setting sun. We decorate them with kernels of grain fruit, so the dead can still enjoy the abundance of our harvests.
I know that, but something this important? Why entrust it to me and not one of your students?
As your friend, I admit, I'm being a bit selfish. I don't have long, Citlali. I'm not sure I can truly explain my decision. But I know you will understand one day. For now, will you accept my final request?
What, just this once? I understand now, Weak Dealing. Just like you said I would. Claw, help me move this outside. I'm going to color it. Traveler, Paimon, come with me.
We are like birds, soaring through the horizons of time. I linger between brushes of memory, seeking the color of my final journey. When I get there, may there be feathers to paint the sky, shades of rose. And fields of green to beckon adventurous souls. And azure oceans with which to sail into the unknown. And volcanoes too, where, despite the danger, hidden treasure waits to be found. And graffiti art, of course. Without that color, just imagine the dullness of night.
Anything else?
In the end, I hope everyone remembers my color too.
I hope everyone remembers your color too. All in all, it was just a technique for coloring a scroll.
The task I'm entrusting to you is much more than that. Farewell, my friend.
I knew you would understand.
This is the special scroll. How did you know how to weave it, Citlali? Hold on! You've lived for more than 200 years. You know how to weave the special scroll. That must mean... you're the one behind...
Oh, well, it's not like I wanted to interact with the Appointed. So whenever I delivered the scroll, I used illusions to confuse them. The fact that it turned into some kind of divine intervention is because no one was skilled enough to see through my tricks.
You've carried the duty alone for all these years? Even if you don't like interacting with people, why not teach someone else how to do it?
Traveler, you can see the special color, right? The essence of that color is memory. That means completing the special scroll is a process of searching for color within your memories. Passing the technique on to someone means sharing your memories with them. You need to leave traces of your color in their memory, and they must do the same. Even though I only confirmed that today, I've had suspicions for a long time. And, well, ever since Sweet Citlali died, I have...
Oh, yeah.
It was her final wish, so I kind of resigned myself to taking on the burden forever. After all, I have all the time in the world. But Claw never stopped appointing new candidates to weave the scroll, despite knowing exactly how I felt about the situation. I knew exactly what he was doing. And yeah, if I ever did share my memories with someone, I guess that person would be a friend. But it never got to that point. This time, though, you win, Claw. Take this. I guess it's my response to what you told me the other night.
What is it?
If I had to choose my color, it would be the color of this handkerchief. Countless people exist in my memories, and I know one day that will be my fate too. A memory living on in someone else's head. Since you have a long lifespan, you're the perfect candidate to bear this memory, and carry my color in your mind. Just keep it safe. And you better not forget my color when I'm gone.
Whoa. It's a little early to talk about death, don't you think? It's only been a few seconds since we made the friendship official.
Isn't that what friends are for?
Okay, this is a serious commitment. Well, Citlali, if a traveler's going to leave their color in your mind too, it'll probably be gold, right?
Actually, their mark is already there. Remember the mind reading effect I couldn't fix? Well, I finally got to the bottom of it. Sharing senses allows communication to occur between the consciousness of different people. Naturally, memories are also involved in that process. Although I didn't know it at the time, we both have the ability to see the color of memory, which means that when I shared my senses with you, a connection was created between our memories. And that connection is what caused my original spell to go haywire.
So, You can hear the traveler's thoughts because you left traces of color, and that's why the traveler can hear your thoughts too. Because it works both ways.
Quick thinking. But only those trained in the mystic arts can maintain that level of connection. That's why I can still hear the traveler's thoughts. There's no need to worry, though. Now that I've figured—
Oh!
I lied. Hearing each other's thoughts actually depends on the strength of the connection between our memories. So, after everything we just went through, I bet you can hear me again. I knew it. Since the connection between our memories is already there, the only way to get rid of just messing with you. I'm a legendary shaman of my tribe. Now that I know the cause, of course I can figure out how to fix it. It'll probably take some time though, so bear with me for now. Besides, I'm an open book. It's not like you're gonna hear anything embarrassing. Oh, unless I've had a few drinks. Yeah, I get what you mean. Some thoughts are better kept to yourself.
Huh?
Ah, you did it? Your investigation into the—
Wow! The scroll—
Elder Talapo's wisdom is—
Yeah, we should explain. Take it away. You don't look surprised at—
It makes perfect sense. History. Now, it's just a matter of— From your description, it sounds like learning the technique.
Well, yeah.
In that case, after all, memories are... You completed your task admirably.
Alright, we'll leave that.
And please, we interrogated the Fontanian merchant she apprehended. He hired people to spread misinformation about... We now have a record of his crimes.
So he was behind the controversy in the first place. Guess it's easier to... Anyway, that clears it up. People don't...
Until we meet again.
You told him everything, right?
Yep, we left out the part about your contribution, but it kinda seemed like Chief Biram saw through us.
You could have just said it was a gift from the spirits. I guess he is different from the previous chiefs. But if he figures out it was me all these years, I'm in for a world of trouble.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you.
Oh, it's the other Fontanian researcher. He wasn't taken away with his boss?
Please, call me Allier. After questioning, the tribe absolved me of any serious wrongdoing, so here I am. I'll be heading back to Fontaine soon. No employer means no funding, after all. But I wanted to finish my investigation first. I'd like to ask some questions about Citlali. I want people outside of Natlan to hear her story, but my understanding still has some holes.
Questions? Huh! Why should I let an Outlander tell our stories?
Don't misunderstand. I have no intention of twisting your history or using it to make a profit. It's just honest curiosity, I assure you. I believe amazing stories deserve to be shared with the world. Culture thrives through dialogue and exchange.
All right, you can ask your questions, but be quick. I have important plans after this.
Important plans?
Oh, thank you very much.
Another day, another drained social battery. Uh-huh. Hold on. You owe me a pair of books.
Oh, that! When it comes to light novels, your memory is like a steel trap, huh?
You're telling me. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. You might need to go to Yai Publishing House in person. But I don't need them right away. Just don't forget, okay?
Of course! We'll get them sent to you as soon as we can!
Sent to me? Nuh-uh. I don't want a stranger knocking on my door when I'm hungover. Here, just take this.
And this is?
The key to my house. Don't bother knocking next time. You'll disturb my sleep.